Welcome to our Star Citizen Computer Build series. In this series, we'll guide you through each step of building a high-performance PC for Star Citizen, from choosing hardware to assembly. Remember, there's a playlist with all the parts of the series, so you can follow along with every chapter to build your ultimate gaming rig. A special thanks to ChatGPT for helping with text editing and accessibility. Let's dive in and get started. Comprehensive Guide to Power Supply Units, PSUs. Understanding power supply efficiency. Efficiency is a crucial factor when selecting a power supply unit, PSU. A PSU's efficiency refers to how well it converts power from the wall into usable energy for your computer. Efficiency varies across different load levels. It is generally lower at minimal power consumption, increases as the load grows, reaches a peak, and then decreases again at very high loads. Manufacturers often state only the peak efficiency, which might not align with your system's typical power consumption. For optimal performance, the PSU's peak efficiency should match your computer's most common power consumption range. For gaming computers, the upper range of the power draw is important. The efficiency chart in the PSU's datasheet shows where this peak efficiency occurs. Reputable manufacturers provide detailed efficiency measurements at multiple load points, typically 10%, 20%, 50%, and 100% of load. This helps you understand how efficiently the PSU operates at different power levels. Operating within the peak efficiency range generates less heat, reducing the load on the power supply's cooling fan. This leads to quieter operation and, as a positive side effect, better energy efficiency. Determining power supply requirements and efficiency. To select the right PSU, understand the peak power consumption of your computer, especially during its most common usage. For example, a gaming PC might consume between 400 and 800 watts under heavy load, with peak consumption reaching up to 800 watts or more. Ensure that the PSU's peak efficiency aligns with your system's expected power draw. To calculate the required power reserve, multiply your system's maximum power consumption by 1.25. For instance, if your system's maximum load is 800 watts, multiplying by 1.25 gives you 1,000 watts. This reserve ensures the PSU can handle power spikes or future upgrades without being overloaded. For example, if a 1,000 watt power supply's peak efficiency occurs at 600 watts, and your system's maximum consumption is 800 watts, this setup provides a balance of performance, efficiency, and reserve power. Operating within this range reduces heat and lessens the load on the PSU's fan, leading to quieter operation and energy savings. Calculating maximum energy consumption. Online calculators can estimate energy consumption but might miss some components. For better accuracy, manually determine your system's total power draw. Download datasheets for each component from the manufacturer's website and sum the power requirements of each part. Include the power consumption of smaller components like fans, which are often underestimated. For instance, a 120mm fan typically uses around 2.4 watts. With 7 fans, the total power draw could be nearly 17 watts. Adding peripherals such as LED lighting and USB devices could increase the total power consumption by another 50 watts or more. Understanding power supply connections. Choosing the right PSU involves more than just wattage. You also need to ensure you have the correct number and types of connectors. Common PSU connectors include 24-pin ATX for the motherboard, 4-pin or 8-pin EPS for the CPU, 6-pin or 8-pin PCIe for the GPU. Motherboards may need multiple 4-pin or 8-pin connectors for high-end CPUs. If your system includes additional components like storage drives or RGB lighting, ensure your PSU has enough connectors. Fans are usually connected to the motherboard, but since motherboards have limited headers, Molex connectors from the PSU may be required for extra fans, controllers, and lighting. Modular versus non-modular power supplies. PSUs are available in 3 types: non-modular, semi-modular, and fully modular. Non-modular PSUs have all cables permanently attached, which can create clutter and restrict airflow. Semi-modular PSUs allow some cables to be removed, which improves cable management. Fully modular PSUs let you detach all unused cables, reducing clutter and improving airflow. This is particularly useful for building a clean, organized system. Common mistakes to avoid. Undersizing the PSU. Ensure the PSU can handle your system's total power draw with extra capacity for future upgrades. Ignoring efficiency. Cheaper, less efficient PSUs may save money initially, but can cost more over time due to higher electricity consumption and heat generation. Not planning for future upgrades. If you plan to upgrade your system, make sure your PSU has enough capacity for future powerful components. Energy savings tips. Choose a PSU with a higher efficiency rating, such as 80+ certification, to reduce energy waste and heat output. Opt for a modular PSU to minimize unnecessary cables and improve airflow. Regularly clean dust from your PC to maintain PSU performance and longevity. Future-proofing considerations. When building or upgrading your PC, select a PSU with sufficient wattage to support potential future upgrades. A higher wattage PSU ensures you can add more components later without needing to replace it. Modular PSUs also provide flexibility for future builds by facilitating better cable management and upgrades. Glossary of Terms. ATX, a standard form factor for motherboards and PSUs. Efficiency chart, a graph showing PSU efficiency at various load levels. Modular PSU, a PSU with detachable cables for better cable management. Peak power, the point at which a PSU operates at its highest efficiency. Molex connector, a type of power connector used for peripherals like fans and lighting. Thanks for watching our Star Citizen computer build series. We hope you've enjoyed the journey and now feel confident in building your own gaming PC optimized for Star Citizen. If you found this series helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with others. Don't forget to check out the full playlist for any chapters you might have missed, and subscribe for more content like this. A special thanks to ChatGPT for assisting with text editing and ensuring accessibility for screen readers. Good luck with your build, and we'll see you in the verse.